out there in YouTube University. I'm here to tell you all about my problems. Some of you have them too. I have scoliosis. I grew up as a kid swinging a sledgehammer, and so therefore I'm larger on one side than the other, and you will notice that I'm a little bit off. However, we're here to talk about the 10 points that you need to concentrate on during exercise. The reason these will be helpful, especially to someone like me, and hopefully to some of you out there, is because it'll help straighten you out. I used to be to the point where if I took a jacket in to get it tailored, the guy would actually have to cut a large swath to fit. I was much larger on one side than the other. I'm a little more balanced now, but you know, it depends on if you talk to my ex or not. She'll tell you otherwise. So here we go. The first one is called holding up the sky. Holding up the sky, you need to concentrate on your breath throughout this whole exercise. No or no? Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. So what we first want to talk about is inhale and exhale. There's two types of exhale, which are very important. The first one is with a force, as if you're punching or exerting energy. The second is like a sigh. This one is the one we'll be using most of the time. And the reason we'll be using it most of the time is it allows your muscles to expand rather than contract in sort of a forceful exhale. So you want to sigh like an old fart like me. So first thing you do is you inhale and you exhale slowly. And this is an inhale. And this is an exhale. You're holding up the sky because some idiot is throwing it down on you. The second one is called shooting the arrow. Shooting the arrow is done in a horse stance, and you'll make a circle in either the forward or the reverse direction, depending on what you're trying to develop. You'll do this in a horse stance, which is just above parallel. You bring your hands back, and you, as if you're shooting an arrow. This is both a thigh exercise and an eye exercise because you're keeping your eye on this point. And the reason you're shooting the arrow is really very simple, because you're shooting it at the guy who's throwing the sky down on you. Number 3 is heaven and earth, because you're using the earth to push the sky back into place because the guy's been throwing the sky down on you. Number 4 is also done in a horse stance, and again you can make the circle either front or back. The horse stance, the feet are out at a slight angle, the thighs are exposed, the glutes are tight, you're puckered up from underneath because that engages your pelvic girdle muscles, otherwise known as your Kegel muscles. Your hands are on your hips, you inhale as you look over, which protects your neck, and you exhale to the center, you inhale back, and you exhale to the center. This one's called looking back. And you want to see that no one is following you, like the guy throwing the sky down on you. This one is called wag the tail, which is done in the same position. You change direction on the exhale. You continue the same direction on the inhale. You're wagging the tail because you're happy no one is following you. This is number 6, otherwise known as sex. And you're bending over to take a nice stretch. You get to the base, you inhale, you exhale, coming up, rolling your spine as you do so, and you inhale back. This one is called staring at the fist with angry eyes. And you want to stare at the fist with angry eyes because somebody tried to screw you. You were bent over. And you tighten all the muscles. This one's done in a horse stance. You tighten all the muscles from the feet. You grip so that you're actually engaging the muscles that control your toes, the thighs, the calves. You're tucked under, you're puckered up, you're pulled in, you're zipped up, you're lifted up, your shoulders are rolled back, your neck is down, and your head is up. The fist is made with one finger out. It gives a slight arch to the hand, and it engages this area here and solidifies it. This one is called jolt back. And this one is for balance. That's the 8 croquettes. Happy to